Hello and welcome to the video. I hope you enjoy. 3, 2, 1, let's begin. Okay, and welcome everybody to episode 10 of our game. Let's transition into the scene. If my computer's actually woken up, there we go. Okay, here we go. Yeah, let's do the intro. So we'll start with who are you and what you're playing and what do you remember from last session, and then we'll get into it. So we'll start with Tim.
Okay, I'm Tim. I'm again playing my Moon Druid pack, Redfire. What I remember from last session was, we were still in this combat and we were running low on spell slots. So what I did, I summoned 8 elks. And there are still, let's see, 6 of them left, which are fighting these things, which probably a bit saved our lives. Oh god. Yeah, combat, you know.
Nice. Cool. Okay.
Hello, my name is Gabe, or Helping Hand 23. My character is Estelle, the Tabaxi sorcerer up here at Mind, and right now he is very frustrated with all of these bushes, and he doesn't know what to do because there's one climbing up on him right now. From what I remember last session, and he's gotten hit quite a few times.
Yeah.
I'm also running low on spell slots, but I have a plan.
Sorry, waiting for D&D Beyond to load. There we go.
Chris, I
Yep.
guess you go next.
Hi, I'm playing Sunny, the bard. And last episode, I was running around and casting fairy fire on everything, which makes things easier to attack, as well as inspiring people left and right in an attempt to keep them alive. Yeah.
Cool.
That's basically it.
Yep, and I am Dandrew Goldhart. I am the Dungeon Master. I play everything else in the... Yes. Anyone want to say any of their notes from all the sessions so far? Like, any notes that you have?
You want me to go through all my notes? I can go through everything that's happened.
Sure.
Okay, first session. There were 2 other players, Doctor and...
Probably not that in depth.
Not that far away. But as far back as you like. Yeah.
Okay,
Probably from the, getting
session.
the mission from the Red Wizard. Yep.
We originally got a quest from Red Wizard to basically deal with some goblins problems. So we killed a bunch of goblins and went into a dungeon with more goblins.
Yeah.
We didn't last for long, and then we were on 2 sessions with a bunch of puzzles. Once we got all the puzzles, we kind of decided to skip out of some of the puzzles, I guess, at the very end. But we finished most of them, I think. And got attacked by bushes that are alive. When bushes kept attacking us and it became overwhelming for us, as we saw a bunch of them coming over, we ran to the red wizard and said, "Bushes everywhere."
Yeah.
We got an apartment, I still try to do something stupid and try to communicate with Bush and try to reason with it, psychically.
Yep.
We ran off. Sunny has the envelope for all the information you have to get to, like, somewhere else. I can't remember where exactly right now. My brain's not working.
Yep.
And then, let me check my notes real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't we bring it to the Red Keep?
Yep.
Rat Keep, yep. And we eventually went to a tavern, talked a little. You can watch some sessions to learn what we talked about.
Yep.
Then we just got into more and more combat with bushes for the last few sessions while role-playing a little on our walks.
Yep. That's very good.
And right now we're in the biggest combat we've ever been in because bushes everywhere.
Yeah. Tim, Chris, do you have anything to add to that? Anything?
No.
I mean, a list of discoveries and weaknesses and resistances of bush things.
Yep. So information, but yeah.
Yep.
And what you're delivering is the
Research notes of the Red Wizard.
So yeah, exactly. So it's you originally got hired to scout the area, and that's where you found some goblins. So it wasn't to go and kill some goblins; it was just scouting the area. And then also then when you got back to the wizard and said, "Oh, there's some goblins," but then there was some of these plant creatures come to life. And he's like, "Oh yeah, that actually, like, loads of plant creatures have come alive all along the coast. So it's happening. It's more widespread than just what you encountered." So then he's like, "Okay, so can you deliver a report to the northern garrison in the mountains? Go to the Pyre city in the mountains." And just before you guys left, the compound came under attack by slightly different. So plant-based creatures, yes, but these ones were slightly more enhanced than the ones that you encountered.
Powerful.
Yes, well, slightly different. Yeah. One of them, which you tried to talk with your mind, latched onto you with thorns. So you've got a thorned tattoo that isn't. It's yours, but
yeah, I was
it's
giving you a brief
doing that.
history so we didn't spoil anything in case people want to watch the entire
No problem. It's just I wanted to get you guys where I want you. So yep. And then so then as the compound was getting attacked, he's like, "Oh, actually, you know what? Take all of the information that we've had so far." He whacked it in a lockbox and gave that to Sunny to deliver all of the reports that he gathered all along the coast. So it's not just your report, but like all the research that they've done on fighting these creatures. Which also what spells to use, what spells you can't use, like what happens when you use different spells, to the different types of weaponry that is effective and not effective against these creatures. Some have 1 orbs of light in them, which seems to be slightly weaker, and it seems that the more orbs of light that these creatures have in them, obviously the tougher they are. But also, big point to take note of is when you kill these creatures, they turn to ash and float like that, leaving no trace. But then if you use reverse, like cure curses or dispel magic, they revert back to the beings they were before the plants happened. So these are quite big notes.
That is new information.
Well, it was information that you guys, I think, skipped over along the way. but I wanted to reiterate that now.
Oh, fair enough. Too bad I don't have to spell magic.
Me either.
Yeah. But that's what the whole that's what I was trying to convey, but I'll just say it in notes anyway. But basically, so your characters might not have known that, and your players might not have known that, but it's information in the box that you're carrying. Because this is all the research that the Red Wizard was doing. Anyway, so this is research that he's found out, and that's the most important bit of information that he wanted you to take to the Red Keep. But you guys haven't unlocked a lockbox, so you wouldn't necessarily know that. But you might have picked it up along the way. You didn't, but that's fine. That's fine. So yeah, this is where we are. So Sonny has got a lockbox that needs to get to the north. Obviously, so through the encounters so far, you have steadily been seeing an increase in both numbers and abilities of these plant-based creatures. And the reason why we're going on a slightly longer intro this time, this session, is it's a session 10. So it's a milestone, So congratulations, everyone who's made it this far. Yay, round of applause to you guys. Good job. And also, I want to try to... so with the... walking scenes, we did... put pictures up, and then we walked along and did role playing like that. But I want to try and introduce a different style of doing it, where I give the players the pictures of the surroundings, and then we're going to role play more with words than pictures. Is everyone happy with this?
Yep. Dan?
Yes, my friend?
Just a little thing to say.
Yep.
I've heard some people don't tell people what they missed in after a game or something like that, like the spell magic thing.
Yeah.
It can annoy some people. It doesn't annoy me, but I've heard some. I watched some DM things before, and it says don't tell people what they missed because there's no reason to.
Yeah, no, it was more what the information in the box was.
Okay.
More than what you guys missed or anything. And this is, I'm talking to the players rather than the characters, and giving the audience an overview of what's happening.
Okay.
Yeah. But yes, I agree. I don't tell you guys how to play. Or ruin anything like that. But it's more, yeah. But like you guys know, players know things that the characters don't. So yeah. But thanks for the input. Yes. Yeah, I think that covers all of what I wanted to cover. Mostly the orbs and the fact that these creatures are getting more and tougher as you've gone. Cool.
What am I doing? I have Stell's back character sheet right here.
Cool. Yes.
It's my turn, correct? Are we gonna go back into combat?
We are. Just I want to make sure everyone's happy with how far everyone's happy with everything. So yeah. So you putting that in is good. So yeah, Tim, Chris, any thoughts?
Let's go ahead.
Yeah.
No time like the present.
Brilliant. Okay, so let's jump back into it. So Estelle, yeah, you're up.
First thing I do, bonus action. I'm going to convert some of my sorcerer points, because I have 5 of them left, into a spell slot.
Okay.
Give me a second. I figure out how to do this. It should be right here. Sorcery points, yep. 3 sorcery points into a 2nd level spell slot. And then Estelle is gonna take a step back from this guard thing and going to use that 2nd level spell slot to cast Scorching Ray again.
Cool.
So let me cast that. So 17. Did they hit? How many did hit?
2 of them hit.
Okay, I'm aiming for this one.
Okay, the one coming up the mountain. Yeah, up
Yep.
the side. Yeah.
And 4 and 5, 12.
Nice.
So 16 in total. And then Estelle says to Sunny, I could use a little hand over here.
I'm on my way!
And I will use next. I'll command my aberration spirits,
Okay.
and I'll just start blasting. I'll just start blasting this thing.
You're just gonna start blasting. Nice.
Yep. So 1,
Missed.
that one misses. 2,
Super
natural
miss.
1.
Yeah.
13
Miss.
and 1 again.
Miss.
God, darn it.
They
They just start blast.
They did start
Blast.
blasting, just not the target. Cool.
They just, and then my soldiers, I guess. Let me find them.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna grab all my soldiers, what I have, because there's a few.
Yep.
And bring them over here, and just start blasting away, I guess.
With arrows. Yeah.
Yep. So, do I just do a longsword attack, just regular longsword, or?
Yeah. Yeah.
One more.
So
Okay.
everything above 15 hit. So that's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits.
Yeah.
So that is
I'll do the math.
8, 7, 8, 9, 6, and 9.
Yep. They start arrows just rain down from the sky. And this guy, this guy who was all by himself, is gonna come up here and get cat with his rest of the compatriots, and that'll be a turn.
Okay.
And that's my turn, right? Okay, where do we start? I would actually start with the... Oh. Okay, that sadly won't work. Yep, this one moves up here. That.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Want me to move it?
Yeah.
He can't.
Let's see. Yep, that should work.
I'll give him
Okay.
permission to move it, honestly, right now, actually. I know how to do that.
Yeah. This one moves here. And these 4 here make attacks on this one.
Okie dokie.
And that's 1,
That's a crit, so yeah.
2,
Where's Tim?
3, and 4.
Yeah, they all hit.
Tim, can you move any of them right now?
Me?
Yeah. Or
Tim.
no, I can just see their health bars right now.
It says you can move them.
Weird. Okay, that's... Yeah,
So they
you
all
calculated that. Yeah, and the polar bear attacks. With 1 claw and 1 bite attack.
That hit. Yep. So that's 19. So yeah, basically, you rip it. So antlers and claws and bites, and it gets ripped apart, basically. In a frenzy of claws and antlers.
Okay. With that one done.
So yeah, as you stomp into the ground, so the vines all shrivel up and curl up, and then turn to dust and blow away on the wind.
This guy moves here.
Yep.
And takes a short bow.
Yep.
And attacks. I think we said that it actually, it has at least the same attack modifier as the longsword, so
Yeah,
10
exactly.
doesn't hit probably.
Nope.
And 4 also not.
Mm-hmm.
These guys here should be in range with their short bows, so that's 6 more attacks.
Yep.
Only 1 hits, gosh.
But the one that hit is
Yeah.
critical, and you see as it sinks into the...
One thing, it actually deals less damage, that's the thing.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's a... No, it's not a crit.
It's 20. It's an unnatural 20.
Well,
It deals 7 damage.
yep, but that's still enough to kill the thing. After the hail of arrows. So basically, it quivers and shakes and curls up, turns to dust, and blows away. So all of these creatures are no longer here. Boop, boop, boop.
Oh my gosh. That sucked, as Sal says.
That crumpled body over there is still there, but yes. That brings the battle to so combat finishes.
Oh, fucking finally. These things are everywhere. Also, I'm starting to eye the other bushes again.
Estelle takes up his sorcery points just in case, because he's being safe. Takes his last 2 sorcery points and puts them into a first level spell slot.
Yeah.
I need a shield just in case.
Cool. So as you guys are gathering yourselves, all of these guys line up and say, "Who are you guys? Thank you for the assistance."
Well, we are on mission from the Red Wizard guy. We have a package to deliver. research notes on these things.
Tak turns back into a human form. Okay. And lays his
Yeah.
hand on his chest and first of all, hits himself a bit.
Cool. So they say, so you're in on important business. We can see that you're being escorted as well. Thank you for the assistance. You can rest here for a for as long as you need. We can stand watch for you.
I don't think we have time, seeing as more and more of these things pop out. I don't think you have time either. It's probably better to move to a defensible location. If I may be honest.
That is appreciated, but we need to keep this trade route open, so the north can talk to the south. But this is our post. We need to stay here. But thank you for your concern. All we can give is our thanks. Then.
Well, okay, let's be frank here. You are literally going to sit here until these things crush you under sheer force of numbers. Because I'm sorry, but like I'm afraid that whatever is going on here is probably too much for, well, a small troop to handle, I'm afraid.
But we've not received any orders to evacuate, and are you part of our...
Well, what if the messenger is dead?
We see we do see your point, but we do need to hold this post at the same time. So when you get to where you're going, do please mention us. But we need to hold this post.
Phil says, Seth goes to the Sunny and says, blind loyalty. It annoys me.
It's not blind. We're not blind. We just don't want the citizens to suffer for us abandoning our post. And you yourselves would have, you yourselves need to know that this route is secure, don't you? We appreciate we appreciate your we appreciate you, and we appreciate your thoughts, but at the same time we do have to maintain the roads.
Well, that is admirable. If, well, I'm not going to say it. Well, hopefully reinforcements find you in time.
We will allow, but taking your under advisement, we will pull out if we need to. We're not going to be here to any heroic last stands.
In the very least, Tak, how long will your elk friends last?
1 hour.
1 hour. How far is the city?
So the next village is literally just round the bend.
Fantastic. Can, in the very least, give us your wounded.
And they kind of look around at each other. We don't really have any wounded. We've got a fallen comrade over there. We need, and as they look, so they go over and check on this guy. Yeah, he's not wounded.
Can I see if he's fully deceased or if a spell could?
Oh, he's crumpled.
Potentially.
Yeah. You can.
Fuck.
You can try. But yeah, he's pretty crumpled. Yeah. But
can a medicine check to see if a spell could technically work?
Yes. Please roll a
medicine, not a massive roll. 12.
Yeah, no.
Well, nothing I can do.
Nope. But
okay.
Do say, could you take his body with you to the next, to the town? Have them see to his burial.
Sure.
Yeah.
Are you sure You don't have wounded. I can see at least one person who's got beaten quite heavily.
They're the troops that followed you, yes?
I
Yeah,
don't
they are.
believe so. I believe these guys were also part of their troop.
That's true. We can't weaken this post any more with sending.
Oh, then I'll make sure that you get orders to retreat, because this is absolute bullshit. Anyway, I'm moving. And I start walking. Are you coming, guys?
Estelle
Yeah.
comes up. Estelle comes and has like 2 floating aberrations behind him.
Maybe leave those here. In case more of those things
Oh
show
yeah.
up.
I leave the elks here.
Okay. So the 4 that came with you.
Yeah, take the fallen guy along. It's the least we can do.
Yep. Okay, so you go to the next. So literally, you go around. That's ended that, and then you go to the next town.
Blank screen, blank screen.
Not blank for me. Oh wait, I'm gonna DM later.
Is it still blank?
It is.
Uh,
I'll reload.
okay.
Blank
For me,
screen.
not.
Is it alright for you, Tim? Or
Yeah.
Oh, I see it now. Dan, the thing is bigger. The thing is smaller than the image. Sounding scoot out a little. Or zoom out.
Found it.
Yeah.
yeah. Okie dokie. Let's put the pot in.
Are we coming from the top or bottom?
I'd say the bottom. Yeah. Because you're heading north, aren't you? So yeah, you come in from the bottom. Bottom left. That path there, coming into the village. Yeah. Have you got your tokens, or do you want me to put on?
I am trying to put my token there.
Load.
There we go.
Load. Load a token. There we go. Boop. Boop. Giants. They're hill giants.
Judging by the armor, there might be fire giants.
Okay, controlled by. So this one's yours, Chris. This one. Boop. How many? Who controlled 2? I can't remember.
I.
Tim. Boop. And. Boop. So these 2 are yours. And this one. For Mr. Hand. There you go. There you go. That's for you. Cool. You've also got an injured.
Just as a tip, don't ever call someone Mr. Hands.
Yeah, I
That
feel like
has some horrible connotations in certain places.
Didn't even think about it, but yeah,
Also known as the internet.
that's
Yeah.
great. I did not admit that's not what I was intending with my nickname, Helping Hands.
Well, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about uh, Dan's. Well, yeah, him saying it.
Okay,
Sorry.
it's fine. I'm just gonna have that image in my head for a while.
Please no.
Estelle is going to walk up and say, "Does anyone want a short rest, or do you want? I can make us all take a short rest for like 10 minutes."
I want to sleep.
You guys sleep. I will continue.
so
I woke up. Okay. Hello. Ah! I am being stalked.
Wish.
He's dead. Um.
Estelle just walks up and like motions the guard to follow him and says, "Hey, Sunny,
Hmm.
want to see if we can sell anything here?"
Sale?
So as you're coming into the village, it's getting late, and yeah, you just come from the battle you just came from. You see the village is fairly lively, and as you're walking in, you see the two guards walking your way. Not in haste, but as a patrol. So yeah. So
Okay. Hello. We are on a mission. We need to travel to the city as quick as possible. And things are happening. I assume you've noticed because I can see dead people lying around.
dead people lying around.
Well, there's one dead guy lying there. Oh, never mind. That's the guy we brought.
You brought a dead guy?
Yes. One of your guard places was attacked by creatures, unknown creatures. Shrubbery that comes alive.
What?
Like-
The guards are looking at each
And
other.
I point at that one.
The guards are looking
That
at each other
tree
like,
could-
What are you on about?
That tree might as well just pop out and start trying to kill us. I highly recommend that you evacuate and go to the nearest big city.
Oh gosh.
Yes.
So
I am losing my patience, and well, this is frustrating to no end.
so the guards are like panicking. Yes. They're like so the garrison got attacked.
Well, who's your superior here, anyways?
Our superior is back the way you came.
Now, bugger. And how far is the city where the Red Keep is?
Literally not far from this village. So this village, so as you can see,
And that
and one of them points over the buildings in the village, and you can see like it descends into the mountains. So this village is like the foothills of the mountains. And he's like, so where are you going?
the Red Keep.
Oh, and he points up into the mountains, and even from this distance, you can see some there's you can see the mountains now, and it's a huge mountain range to the north, and you can see even from this distance you can see a peak rising from the rest. And he's like, the pyre is over there, and he points to
Yeah, Sunny is internally swearing that he has to now climb up a mountain as well.
But we advise you to take some rest here to prepare for the hike up the mountain. We can provide you some food and lodging. We'll see to our friend.
That's
Estelle
fantastic.
Estelle walks up, says, "Okay, then. This is
What did our garrison get attacked by?
bushes.
Shrubbery.
Awake. Maybe, for all we know, someone's making unnatural creatures with orbs in them attack everything. It's been everywhere we've run. It's just been more bushes
Okay.
coming alive.
Let me rephrase that then. It appears that everyday plants, everyday trees, just seem to animate with a thirst for blood and go after every single thing around them. Living thing.
That sounds scary.
Maybe not living things.
That sounds terrible.
It's
how
pretty shit.
How have you made it this? How have you come this far? And how
We are quite able.
and how long ago did this all start happening?
About 2 days.
Maybe 3.
2-3 days.
I think
ago?
2.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Probably might have started a little earlier, but yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll tell everybody to be on alert then. Yes.
Yes, and maybe try to make things a little more defensible. This is also alert the. I can see there's civilians walking around. Please make sure that they are looked after.
It
would be a shame if there's so much. It would be a shame if people got hurt because of whatever fuckery is going on.
Oh, absolutely. Well, this is why we look after this is our home.
Very well. Fine. If we can't make it up there today, we might as well have a rest. How about you guys?
I'm stay up a little. I'll take a rest, of course, but I'm going to.
Does your thing that and make us have a short rest? Does this also work on? Can we have a long rest for a shorter time?
Let me check. It's called catnap.
Fitting.
I have something that can bring us faster there, but I need to sleep before that.
Yeah.
So
I will be frank. I'm completely spent on energy.
So please, go. So you can see. They point to this building. Bing. You can find lodging there. They'll put you up. They'll give you a bed. And when you're ready,
Could you point that out for me again, please?
Next to the well over here.
Ah, fantastic.
Yep. Yeah, we are used to helping people go up the mountain, and we are a trade route. So, yes, we've been expecting a caravan to any day now, coming down the mountain. So.
A caravan, you say? Estelle says. Do they trade items?
They do. They bring ore. And crafted items from the mountains down here, and we trade with them the food and produce from the farmlands that you just came from.
Dell looks at his inventory and I'm gonna need to make more.
So yeah. Go and get your bed there, and if you want some food, you can go to the food hall. And if you need some prayers, Yeah. So when you rest up, and then when you're ready, come and talk to anyone. Come and
Wait,
talk to us.
you said prayers. Is there a cleric here?
There is over. So they point past here.
Is he high ranking or is he?
They point past to here, and they're like, not sure about rank, but he's our healer for the village.
I mean, can he bring people back from the brink of death?
They look at each other like, kind of shrug. Don't know. You can go and talk to him.
I might do that.
I'm sure that he'll help you. We're fairly open, fairly used to helping people in this village. This village is sort of a gateway village, but between two realms. So yeah, we are used to helping.
Well,
that's so please.
All fantastic and good.
Yep, go get some rest.
But
and then
perhaps, if I may,
mm-hmm.
in the very least, the people who are a little more vulnerable to attacks of strange creatures, I would recommend that perhaps you send them up with us tomorrow, just to be in the safety of the keep. As I said, we are quite able adventurers. We should be able to take or assure that they arrive safely.
Sunny, it could be that they are within the town safer than they travel with us.
So as
you've seen how these things overrun everything, like they overran that one outpost.
So as you guys
that was fully garrisoned and everything. I mean, what if those big ones arrive here, Tuck?
Yeah.
They could tear this little, I mean, hardly a village. They could tear it to shreds.
Yeah.
So as you're saying that to these guards, they went from like frightened to getting annoyed at you. Like, do you think we can't defend our people?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you send those who are most vulnerable with us to bring to a highly defensible position, as in on top of a mountain with big walls. And probably an army.
Estelle does to himself.
Listen, I've had it up to wherever by now. These things have been popping up for 2 days. We've hardly had any rest. And frankly, people are dropping left and right, and I can't bear to see it.
So
we haven't seen yet.
I'm having enough difficulty trying to keep those around me safe. I can't bear to think about what would happen if people like us are not near.
Remember, as we have seen, they only attack us or highly defensive positions.
Maybe they're trying to weaken their defenses.
So the guards are like, okay, so we'll certainly pass this message on to the villagers. We'll have a meeting tonight to relay what you have said. That's what we do with any outside news. But in the meantime, go and get yourself some rest and join us for the village meeting. We'll come and get you when the village meeting is for the village.
Fine. So Estelle, does your spell
work for? It doesn't work for long rests because for one reason. I can't use it for myself. I have to use it for other people. And people who are upset, and people who not susceptible to my magics don't work, and you both have very magical, let's just say. So I can only do it for short rests. Unless you're willing for me to go deeper into your mind.
I don't think you want that.
No.
So this
I
lady,
don't think you want that.
So the guards are like walk past and go and attend to their friend. Talking to the guys that you're with. And this lady kind of walks up to you guys. Oh, are you guys looking for food and lodging?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, could you please situate both my friends? They are currently in quite dire shape. Meanwhile, I will look for your holy man, your cleric.
Oh, you need to go past the well and over to this way.
Fantastic.
Okay.
I'll
Uh,
actually come with you.
And then this lady
Oh.
walks back over to this way.
Okay.
And
I
so,
start.
So she disappears into that house. And then
I'm just going to go take all the guys into the. This is not mine. Guys into here and
so
get
the
them all
guys that
locked
came
up.
with you have peeled off from you for now to tend to the guy to tend to this guy.
Okay.
Leaving you guys to yourselves for a while to rest and recuperate.
Estelle is going to the tavern, I guess, because he's not going to go to the holy man.
Okay.
And I'll see whoever you want to go first, Dan.
So it's not really a tavern so much as a farmstead like home, and you come into the kitchen where the lady is, and she's like, "Did you need some bed? You can go up to the loft. So then there's a ladder up to the loft. So yeah, she's like, there's beds up there for people who come through the town.
Estelle will go up.
Before you go up, let me get that for you. And she wipes off some dirt from you, and gives you. Do you want any food?
Yes, that would do nicely.
What sort of food would you like?
Do you have fish?
Fish? I'm not sure. She walks through the kitchen and goes into the pantry. And she brings out a cod-looking fish. I can make you a fish soup if you like.
Yes, that'd be wonderful.
Okay, well, go get yourself sorted and washed up for food. Food will be. I'll call you when food is ready.
Okay. Estelle gets himself washed up.
Yeah. So you climb up the ladder, up to the loft, and in the loft you can see bunk beds, like enough to fit basically about 10 residents just in the loft roof of this farmhouse. So yeah, it's literally a bed, and each of them has like a chest at the foot of the bed. So you go up there, you drop your stuff off, and then come back down and then wash up at the basin. Yeah.
Estelle takes one parchment of his notebook with him because he never leaves that away.
Yep.
He keeps one pouch on him still because he always keeps one pouch with that orb.
Yep.
And he brings one ink pen.
So
because
as you climb up the ladder, and can you do a perception check for me?
Yes. Yes, I can.
Don't worry about it. Cool. So you you claim a bed and put your stuff on some stuff there, and then you come back down. With your pad, did you say?
A pad for like my tattoos,
Yep.
the orb in like a pouch right beside me.
Yep.
And this little pen, ink pen.
No problem. And the wash basin, wash basin is like in the hallway between the kitchen and the dining hall.
I go towards there.
Cool. It's more like a trough of water, but yes. Cool. So you're doing that. And what are you guys doing? So you go into the priest's house?
Yeah. I knock on the door.
Okay. So the door opens, and you see so a fairly young looking priest. Yes. How can I help you?
Yes, hello. You possess divine magic, right?
I do.
I am currently working on the spell, and I wanted some input.
Okay.
Apologies for being so abrupt with things. Things have been happening, and we are kind of in a rush. You'll
Okay.
probably hear more during the meeting later.
Okay.
Anyways, I have created a song or a spell, so to say, which should potentially bring someone back from the brink of death.
Okay.
However, something is missing, and I don't know what. And I was wondering if you had any knowledge of this.
Well, first, come in out of the elements. Take a seat. You look like you could use a drink of water. Come in. So he welcomes you both in, and you go in. And
I come in.
so the ground floor has been converted from into like a chapel.
Yep.
And then he goes up the steps. And he's like, "Follow me." And
pardon. As I said, pardon my abruptness.
yes.
Out of interest, what deity do you serve?
Come in. I'll explain what I do. I don't have a deity, so to speak. But
That's
this place
odd.
is a place for people to come to relieve their concerns. But come up. So as you walk up the steps, he welcomes you into a nice warm living room, and he goes to the kitchen, and he pours you both a drink of water. Please sit down. And tell me what
I am already sitting. Sonny is already sitting.
Cool. He gives you a fresh glass of water. Cup of water. And please tell me what ails you.
Well, I already did.
You did. So you are working.
And
on
as I said, specifics will be happening. Will be probably, as I said, there's going to be a town meeting later on, and you'll probably hear more about that later.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna tell you actually more in detail, in hope that you are more responsible than those meat-headed guards out there.
Well,
And I basically regale the tale of what has befallen this land.
So he gets a notepad and is writing down notes as you're telling him, nodding and letting you talk.
Now back to the topic. Sorry for interrupting.
No, it's okay.
No. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Yes. So I was just saying that he's writing his notes, refilling your glass of water when you run dry through your parched talking, making sure you're comfortable to talk. And like you said, so you recapped basically what we recapped at the start of this episode.
Pretty much.
Yep. Whilst you were doing that, he didn't really break focus with what you were doing. He was maintaining focus on you. Thak, what were you doing whilst Sunny was...
Oh, by the way, Sunny is a very good talker.
Yep.
So he definitely not necessarily embellishes it, but well, yeah, he's a good storyteller.
Yeah, so give us an example of like his retelling of what's happened. Just a snippet of what how he regales it.
Well, when we finally got to the fort, we thought after running for, well, practically our lives, we finally thought that we got to safety. And there we met the Red Wizard and a whole platoon of guards waiting there. And when we came upon them and we told them of the plight, they acknowledged it and they sent us on a mission. And just as we were about to depart, the fort got overrun. And I'm afraid we barely made it out. And I'm afraid for those that remained. And I fear for anyone who stays behind.
I see. Both of you roll a, what would it be? Perception check.
Persuasion.
Well, not persuasion.
Perception?
Perception, yeah.
Okay, fine. Come on, I want to use my plus 10 persuasion.
Natural 19. 26.
Yeah, perception, yes.
18.
Brilliant. So little details that you're making out as you're regaling it, like as you're talking. So you can see that this middle-aged man, he has blonde hair, and he has blue eyes with flecks of gold as he's nodding at you. And other details that you've made out is there is a symbol of like a sun on his on like around. So he's got a necklace chain with a sun on it.
Is that the holy symbol of Lathander?
Yes.
The Morning Lord.
Yes. But this one's curious in the fact that it's a sun, but then it also has like a clock face on it.
Huh, that's so.
Yeah. So.
No.
So these are things that you've noted. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, can I try to persuade this man?
Absolutely, please do.
To be upon my
Um,
on my side. Really, a 12? I rolled a 2.
Okay, so
I've got a plus 10 to persuasion. How?
So from that roll, you're coming across like a bit of a crazy, and so you know, and he's like,
I'd like to think that Sunny is still very. Sunny is a storyteller.
Yes. So that's what it sounds.
He knows how to tell a story. It's probably just that the guy thinks, oh, it's probably embellished.
Yeah.
He sees my getup. He sees the loot on my back. He sees okay, this guy is a performer.
This bard. Oh.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And actually, probably that fact makes Sunny just a little, pisses him off a little bit, and like frustrates him, and that also comes across.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so Zach, what are you doing while Sunny's getting frustrated?
While the conversation is going, I would just while we are talking, say to him, "Oh, by the way, an interesting holy symbol you have there."
So where did you say that at the end of Sunny again? End of his.
Probably.
Yeah. And the guys nods and says thank you. Are you guys into symbols and things?
Mm.
I see that you, your staff is quite unique.
Yeah. And I was long searching for. Well, I was friends with a cleric. We parted ways some time ago, and since some years I was looking after, well, a holy symbol like hers.
Hmm.
And yeah.
Okay. Well, are you asking about my symbol, or?
Yeah. What is it actually?
It is the dawn. It's the symbol of the dawn and Lord of Time. Yeah.
So you're probably the light domain, right?
Yes. Very very much. So back to what originally brought you to my door. Was Sunny, was it? So
Yep.
you are working on a song to help restore the spirit to the living.
Yes, and I'm aware that clerics appear to have something of that nature as well in the repertoire.
We do. That's very true.
So I've got I've got all the ritual and whatever about it and the intent behind it.
Mm-hmm.
I just I met a wizard person who said that perhaps a material, but I don't know what material. What material would you use in this case?
So it very much depends on the spirit you're trying to attract back from wherever the spirits go. But also you need to repair the vessel for the spirit. So it's a combination of like healing magic, yes, to repair the body, the vessel for the spirit to come back to. But it is also about why would it's convincing the spirit to come back to this side. That made.
I'm aware of that. That's why I made it a song.
Yes. So
because
when it comes to materials,
yes,
it depends on what materials the spirit is attracted to.
Oh, so can I just use anything?
Anything, probably not. But if you know
So if I would want to revive a rat, I would use cheese.
Correct.
Is that what you say?
Correct. Yes.
Huh.
But
so I can use any personal effect of whoever.
Correct. To help with your argument to why to help with your case for why the spirit should come back. Yes. For example, it is a lot easier for us to revive a family member to come back to their family.
I mean, out of character.
Yeah.
Sorry for interrupting. Out of character, I'm talking about the gold cost, as in 100 GP of diamonds or something like that. What was it?
Yep.
So
300
GP diamond.
So coming out of character for a moment. We're out of gameplay. So in the world in Mythos of Ethos in our homebrew, how we deal with bringing people back to life is whoever's performing the ritual, basically you roll. And then the components, so it would normally be 100 Gs of components, but I've replaced that with if you give me a good reason why this person should come back to life, then they will come back to life.
Fair enough.
It's in a similar vein to when you guys first started, why you guys have what you have. like your abilities and your items. So basically, we all follow the rule of cool. If you give me a good reason, I will allow it. Yes?
Fair enough.
So it's the same with the life and death situations of things. Of if you give me a good reason why this character can come back to life, then it most likely would happen. It would definitely influence the roll. So obviously it is a roll as well. So that's the random element of it. But also your case for why the spirit should return to the body. So that could be material things. That could be what some notes you've picked up along the way. So they could be like a family member. So they can come back to look after the family. That sort of thing. So this is why it is yes. It encourages you guys to keep notes and tabs on things, which you are very good at. But yes, in the world of Mythos of Ethos, across the the whole world, basically it's basically the rule of cool wins. It's a case of you give me a good reason to why they've come back, or why they should come back, basically. Because that replaces the 100 G's gold segment of it.
Understood.
Yeah. Cool. And back in. Back into the game.
Fair enough.
Everyone, yeah, happy? So, yes. So, he basically explains that to, that it's more complicated with higher beings. So obviously with like an animal, they would come back for food, probably. But for higher, more complicated beings, such as yourself, so it'd be a good idea for you to share with your companions what would bring you back from the dead. So that
I'll probably discuss this with my companions then.
And he nods. He's like, yes, it's a very good subject to bring up with people, of what your dreams are, what your aims are,
Okay.
But I hope this has helped, and you're welcome to come back anytime. And as for your journey, and he stands up and goes to a drawer, and takes out two of the same medallions. It's the size of a gold. Well, it is a gold piece, but it's got the sun. It's got sun on it, and then it's got a clock face on it. And he said, "How many are you? How many have travelled with you?"
A few.
One other person.
One other person.
Well, one other person, and we're escorted by a contingent of guards.
Okay, let me rephrase my inquiry. How many people would you share your reasons with?
No, that's for me to decide.
Very true. Then I'll just give you two of these. So he gives you each one of these medallions.
And what is this supposed to do?
Well, if you hold it on the palm of your hand, so you hold it like that, and then you see that the clock face is also it comes, and then he says, you press it here, and you press the symbol of it, and the clock then turns into a compass. So the clock face turns into a compass, and he's like, these will help you find your way. It's not a compass that points north, but to what you want.
Well, if I've not heard many a story about something like this.
So please take these two with you as a gift from me to you. Well, I'll see you at the village meeting later.
Yep.
Then.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to rest. And I leave.
Yep.
Should I go back to what I was doing?
Yeah, I
they
basically walked directly to Estelle.
Yep. So you
As
guys
well,
go.
like-
Yep.
And I toss the medallion to Estelle. Got something for you.
Estelle sees the medallion like what? And like trying to catch it and understand like it's flying a little bit.
Apparently, it's a compass thing that does not point north, but to what you want.
Estelle tries to catch it, and still trying to catch it, and like Event finally catches it, like he's pawing at the air. Where'd you? This seems like an interesting magic item. Where'd you get your hands on this?
The and I put heavy air quotations. Holy man.
Why do you put quotations on that one?
I don't know. I'm just feeling annoyed by everything, by the situation, and by the people not taking it seriously.
So the lady in the kitchen says, like, come in. Can I get you some food?
No thanks. I've got rations.
That's not food. What would you like to eat, my dear?
Well, what you've got?
I don't know what you would like to eat. Are you a meat eater? You eat berries? You seem to eat berries. Would you
Berries are good.
Would you like a fruit dish?
Berries would be quite agreeable right now. Yes.
Salad? Anything?
Don't feel like a salad. I need something sweet. Do you have a cake?
I can make you a berry pie.
That sounds even better.
Then wash up and put your things with your friends, and then go through to wash up and.
Oh, trust me, I always smell like a nice spring breeze. You don't have to worry about that.
Oh.
And I just prestidigitation over myself to get rid of whatever leftover dust may perhaps be on me.
Cool.
Just like instantly clean, like there we go.
Brilliant.
Estelle's like has a fish in his mouth, like and you see him.
Yep.
In fact, I walk over to Estelle and point at your fish. What flavor do you want?
Estelle's like, don't change the flavor.
I will change the flavor.
Estelle's like, no.
I can make it better.
Cool. So you guys are sat at the dining table waiting for your food.
I would go to wash myself, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I could clean you if you want.
No.
All right.
There's nothing better than a good bath.
I mean,
So Thack comes through.
a feeling of eternally fresh clothing is also good.
So Thack comes to the front door as well, and so the lady's like, "Oh, what would you like something to eat?"
I would take meat. What do you do?
We've got plenty of chicken.
Chicken sounds good.
Okay, well, put your stuff up with the rest, and you can either wash at the basin there, or you can go out the back. There's a a bathtub out there. It's up to you.
With Estelle fish in the mouth.
I think I'm going to go outside.
Cool.
The bath there.
So you can see literally the trough outside.
Yeah. I would grab with my finger in. It's probably cold, right?
What time of winter? It's not.
Wells are always cold.
It's fairly cold, yeah. But not freezing, not frozen.
No, but still, it's cold.
Just cold, yeah.
As I create a flame blade and hold it into it till it's warm.
Nice. Cool. So you're doing that?
and then I bath in it.
You get in the bath. Nice. Cool.
Estelle is like writing down things on this thing. Like says, Sunny, do you know anything about the spell shield?
So as you guys are sat there, like waiting for your food, the lady brings through some hot water. Would you guys like some tea?
Yes, please.
No thanks.
What sort of tea would
Trying
you
to
like?
cool down from the day. Any tea, preferably black, right now.
So she literally puts a bunch of leaves together, and it's like a spiced type drink. So like herbs and stuff. Yeah, it's soothing, calming, tasty. Yeah.
Sunny's just sitting in a corner trying to cool down.
Yeah. Well, she gives you the drink, and
Right.
goes back to the kitchen and starts cooking.
No. Sorry, Estelle, that you have to see this kind of side from me.
It's quite fascinating. And he pulls out his tattoo book and like wait, give me a second. He goes in the back. Can you explain more about the Fae?
Well, Faye is unpredictable.
Unpredictability.
Yes, and in fact, there's not really good and evil, more things that can fuck you over more or less. And emotions run high if you're of the Fae. And they can also run low and wild. And... I'm really struggling a little bit trying to get myself under control.
They have a trouble controlling themselves.
They do. Also, impulses are hard to resist.
Do you want my? I have a spell called Calm Emotions.
Please no.
Maybe I could do help you control your emotions, like a calming thing.
No, it's fine. I mean, I've lived like this for my entire life, and I mean, this is me. I don't want to artificially influence it.
Okay.
I'm just... Well, it's difficult to keep a cool head, especially when... well, you know what's going on. And the people here have been less than cooperative.
Everyone has...
In the very least, or actually, let me rephrase that. They don't seem to have a sense of self-preservation.
Well,
which I frankly cannot understand.
Well, from what I understand from these people don't see the threat. They're actually setting up a meeting, so that's exciting. People like plans. Plans go well. Things go well, but sometimes you can't plan everything out. You can't.
I'm fully aware of that. Trust me, I've barely lived with a plan my entire life.
Well, seeing as you barely planned your entire life, seems like these people have a lot of plans.
If only people would find out that living without a plan or with plans is so bloody restrictive.
Estelle's like chewing on this thing, chewing on it's like a nail.
So as you guys are having a chat, you can smell like cooking chicken coming through. Smell the smell of chicken being cooked.
Well, that is happening. If somebody would look outside, what he could see was Tag laying there in this bathtub. It's a bit similar of, have anybody of you seen the Witcher series?
Yeah.
Yep.
Geralt.
Oh yeah, Geralt. Yeah.
Yeah. So as you're sat there in the tub, you can see the chickens out in the backyard as well.
Hmm.
Just as a note.
Estelle's like, quickly, I question Dan.
Mm-hmm.
How close would Estelle be done to her tattoo completion thing? Her shield.
Which one? Elaborate on which one you're working on.
The shield one, what I've been working on for a while now.
Well, when have you been working on it?
Like every time I could get a break, I always said, I'm working on this."
Yes, so this would class as a break. Yeah, so you're working on it now.
Yep.
But you haven't had a break for a while.
Yeah.
If you think about it, you've been run ragged. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Estelle's like, I wanna. How do I explain this? You know that tavern, back for the tavern for the shield thing that we're talking about? I want to offer like a possible thing for the carts or caravan was coming through today and see how well it can sell, basically.
yeah.
But I don't have the necessary resources. Estelle says to Sunny, to quite do it. Right now, I just have my supplies, what I currently have. And Estelle says, so for now, I've been wondering if what we should I prepare more for this adventure for now and see how well that works. Basically, should I focus on do you need anything I could offer? Do you want anything to help you upgrade? Basically, what Estelle's saying to Sunny.
Not in the moment. Right now, I just need a little bit of peace and quiet.
So, I assume you're from the Feywild, correct?
I would assume so.
So the lady brings in a bowl of like berries for you, and then gives it to you, and then goes back to the kitchen.
I would get up, get some clothing. Yeah. And get into the house again.
Okay.
So what is it like there? A different dimension. How have you been adjusting to this plane?
Well, when I was young, I traveled with my family. And we traveled from place to place. Places I assume were Feywild, places that I assume are not. And then when I got separated from my family, I got stranded, so to say, in the material plane. And then I've been living this way for how many years now? About 8 years.
So there's nothing you can tell me about the Feywild.
I mean, there's plenty I can tell you about the Feywild. It's both wondrous and terrifying. It's more vibrant than anything you've probably ever seen. And hang on, do I have minor illusion? Nope, I do not.
Can both of you roll a perception check as you're talking? And Thek, as you come through the kitchen, she hands you
11.
the plate of chicken.
9.
Okay. And I would take it and go to the eating room.
Cool. So none of you notice. Cool. No worries. Continue.
Well, yeah, it's a place of emotions and impulses. It's in the very least for those who are from the Fae. It's definite. Well, it's basically home. It's difficult to explain to someone who's never experienced it.
You all start smelling pastry, like cooking pastry.
As Tak comes into the eating room, and you haven't seen Tak probably really much wearing clothing till now, because till now he is most often wearing his armor. So yeah, you see something that is between. It is an adventurous clothing.
Yeah.
It's you notice that it is probably a thing you can actually fight in if you have to.
Yeah.
It doesn't restrict movement that much. It is something that is probably common between in the adventurers guilds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or something like a Gambeson type-ish.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So the lady brings Thak a hot drink.
Oh, thanks.
Of the same sort of mixed, spicy, like it's like different herbs and spices in the drink. It's like remedy. Yeah.
Estelle looked at Thak and said, "So, what's our plan after this mission? Balancing the 10 after this. Right now, we seem to not be making a dent in these bushes. We're just doing this mission as a nice generosity offer, honestly."
I mean, I'd like to think if we manage to get this over, that we can save more lives.
Yes, that is true.
Frankly, I don't know what comes after. Pretty much went from one thing to the next. Who knows? Maybe maybe we need to go out and fight these things. Maybe they'll come to us. Maybe there's something else altogether.
Well, a caravan's coming here, possibly tomorrow, and they're probably going back to the place we came. We should probably warn them about what's happening here.
Oh, I will absolutely try. But so
Problem is,
far, nobody has actually seemed to give a shit.
well, problem is, we're not really high ranking or anything. We are, as you say, common folk.
I'd hardly consider us common folk.
Yes, but we don't have any general ranking or high ranking. We are, for all we know, we are mercenaries, hired to do a job. We can voice our concerns, and they'll take us into consideration. But if the generals think of anything we can't, they're gonna follow their general's orders than us. They barely know us.
Yep, even more reason to get where we need to go as quick as possible. Actually, I have an idea. What if the guards that came with us?
Yeah.
We have them stay here tomorrow, and then Tuck your elks. You said they last for an hour, right?
Hmm?
How many times can you cast that spell?
3. 3 times, 4 times if I use something else, yeah.
So that should get us to our destination in a hurry. In the very least, it would make our journey significantly shorter.
If we are taking the guards with us.
I was suggesting we leave them behind. They can protect the village, and we try to get help or notify important people in time.
If only we 3 go, I have a way to get us there faster.
The question is, we might need the guards to get in there, honestly, because of one reason. The very reason we don't have any rank. There's no telling if they will take us seriously if we don't have possible guards or possible people of rank with us.
You two have no rank.
Oh, right, you were a soldier.
Not soldier, but high-ranking adventurer.
Well, also, we have this in our pat the box. This has the Red Mage's sigil on it. And we are under expressed orders to deliver this to the keep. Perhaps they've been notified already.
And, well...
Also, as I said, we can move significantly faster if we leave the guards behind.
I can actually tell you that we could move twice as fast.
Figured about as much.
I have a way of transportation. I'll tell you tomorrow.
Technically, so do I. If I could... You know the spell that I used earlier this day? When I transformed myself into a large ape.
How fast is this large ape?
I don't have to transform myself into a large ape. I could potentially transform myself into a large flying creature. A bird. A giant eagle.
Thing is, I most often transform into bears. I have the ability to turn myself into a giant elk.
Very well. I mean, if we... maybe, as a plan, you get us to the foot of the mountain and I get us to the top.
Let's see how fast
as an eagle.
So the lady brings through a fruit pie for you and a saucer of milk for Estelle.
Estelle's like, and says, "Well, we're going on about this. Do you want to send any? Should we send a message to the Red Mage? I have a sending spell."
That is a good idea.
Now, what exact message do you want to send? I can only do 25 words. As I've said, as my magic is, as I can't cast anything too extravagant.
I mean, you could say, we are the adventurers you have dispatched. We are almost at our destination. Are we clear to proceed? Any other orders or something like that?
Do you want me to say those exact words?
If you wish.
Let me write that down. So let me write that down so I can have all the words, so I can make sure it's 25 words or less. We are the adventurers that you send.
You've dispatched.
You dispatched. Dispatched. We are close to our destination. Closer to our destination.
Close.
Close.
God. I just noticed how long it was coded. That I actually used my rank to get somewhere.
Destination. Any other? Is it safe to continue? Continue. Any other orders?
Maybe anything else we should take note of?
Anything else we should take note of? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. One, we can say one more. I could say literally one more word. So I'm going to say sir at the end.
Sure.
Spell cast sending.
Cool. Which direction are you sending the spell?
This is to the person.
Yeah, it's sending it to the
Sending is your designated target you want to reach.
Yeah. So which target do you want to reach?
the red mage.
The red mage?
Yep.
Okay.
I send the message to him, and I say these exact words.
Ah, shit, I just realized. We should have asked if we should send the people back.
I could send another sending out, honestly, if you want.
We encountered civilians. Should we send them to the keep?
Yep. We are adventurers that you dispatched. We are close to our destination.
Actually, they're not going to listen to us anyways.
To continue, anything we should take note of, sir?
So to the first message, you received.
I haven't sent a second out yet.
So for the first message, what was the first message?
We are the adventurers that you dispatched. We are close to our destination. Is it safe to continue, or anything we should take note of, sir?
To that you hear back. Where have you got to? Where is your location?
Oh god.
Okay, I'll send another sending message.
Oh god. Can he not reply to more than one thing at a time? We have limited resources, my friend. He should know this. He's a wizard.
I have one more sending spell. I was hoping to use this for something else today, but
I think I have a sending stone as well.
He sends you a message.
Oh, he sent me a message? He can respond back to me.
He can respond back to you, but he's sending his own message.
Oh.
So he then responds with, are you at the foothills? That is where the location of the chest is. Are you still with the chest?
Yes.
I can respond once back if he's sending his own sending spell.
So you see the sigil on the chest glow.
Yeah.
I can. No. Go on.
Did you add more messages to send?
He's waiting for you to respond to his message. Yeah.
He's okay. I'll quickly message Sunny with my finger so I don't use any of my sending. And I say, he's asking me where we are located. He sent me his own message with sending. So I'm going to respond that we are with the chest. And what town is this place called again, Sunny?
I don't know. Can this be considered a town? I mean, it's barely a village. It's more of just a little farm by the side of the road.
I will.
Consider.
I'll say to him. I'll say reply back.
Of the mountain.
Where are we at the foot of the mountain, Dan? Just out of game, real quick.
Yes.
Not yet.
That's what.
Are we? Okay.
Well, the guards described it as that. Yeah.
Still responds back. We are at the foot of the mountain. We have the chest. chest with us. And I'm wondering if you should leave the guards behind to guard this position while we climb up, or do we need them to get into the city?
The response to that is you're almost here. Just come up the mountain. You should encounter a caravan that's on its way down. And you are welcome in the city. I'm already here.
Fascinating. He said he's already there in the city.
There is much to discuss when you get here.
And there's much to discuss when we get there. Hopefully that includes more payment.
Well, sounds like your plans for the future have been sorted.
Except for if we should leave the people here, but if we can get there so fast, it should be fine. Estelle then continues licking his milk and says, "Anywho, did you figure out anything you were looking for at that church I heard about? Besides
I did. So if I die, you can probably use my loot to revive me.
I don't know any resurrection magic."
Yep. I figured about as much.
I think
I'm just going to ask you all very, very nicely. If you die,
I
bring
think
me back.
I think
You probably have seen it, what I'm carrying with me, the picture frame.
I did, yes. I was thinking about that already. You probably if you wouldn't mind, I don't know if this consumes it or whatever, but if you wouldn't mind, I'll probably take your tattooist kit and burn it to keep you alive. Would you be fine with that? Estelle?
Oh, my what kick?
Your
Estelle's
tattooist kit.
Tooler's kit?
Tattooist. Your needles.
I'm gonna have to make a copy of all my tattoos then. Oh gosh.
I mean, it's better than being dead, right?
Yeah, it's better than being dead. I have it memorized, and I don't know.
Also, I'm not necessarily talking about your book. Talking about the tools that you use.
Oh, right. Speaking of which, do you guys have any cantrips you think others can use, or first level spells we have left over, since we seem to be not using them? Spell slots?
I am almost out of energy.
Oh, this is for the future. This is for something else entirely. I'm just curious. Like cure
what? Cure wounds, I could potentially. I mean, for what purpose? I don't know how it would work for other people.
Estelle says, "I'll show you upstairs when we get out of here. When we get upstairs with the rest of my kits, everything I put upstairs.
I mean,
but I made something a
I
little.
literally have the ability to physically hurt people if I insult them.
I've never heard of that before. I had to do more research. Anywho,
yeah, it's kind of both hilarious and strange at the same time if you insult someone and they just faint.
Insulting people to death?
I mean, I wouldn't call it death
or anything.
So,
I mean, it's more about, as I said, with most of my magic, it's about the intent behind words and stuff like that.
So you hear a knock at the door.
Using true meanings and language of creation.
Okay.
Yada yada yada.
Dan?
Oh, I heard someone knock.
Well, you hear the knock at the door, and the lady's like, yes, and then you hear the voice say, the meeting is starting. Gather everyone at the town hall. And she's like, okay.
Yeah.
So they go away, and then she comes in, and she's like, are you coming to the meeting? You're more than welcome to join the meeting.
Estelle, can I leave this in your hands? I think I
You want me
need
to
to
do
sit
the
this
meeting?
one out.
You want me to do the meeting, I assume?
Or Tack, or both of you. I kind of had enough of everything, and I still need to calm down, cool down a little bit. And I'm afraid that
I will deal with the
go
meeting.
off on these people.
Let me just grab my stuff.
And that probably would not be a good sight to see.
Estelle goes up and grabs his stuff and goes towards the meeting.
Meanwhile, Sonny starts eating his pie.
Nice.
By himself.
Well, the
And
lady is
I
still
would
there.
eat my
She didn't
chicken.
go to the meeting. She's still there. So, it's fine.
I mean, he wants to be by himself, so it's fine.
Well, the
Oh.
lady's in the kitchen, so it's fine.
And I would be still there.
Okay, so you didn't come to the meeting?
I'd be very, well, let's say I'd be assured if you go with Estelle. You know how you can be sometimes. I mean, he's a good guy, and he means well, but I mean, he's so chaotic. He could put some yeah, even some fae might maybe be surprised.
Yeah, that's basically
Okay.
he's basically a whole bunch of personality traits which shouldn't work but do.
Okay.
As I said, it would probably be best if I don't attend.
So Estelle's going by himself, I guess.
Mm-mm.
I'm trying to send Tack. Okay, so Tack is also going.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you go across to this farmhouse over here, which is the town hall. And you see most of the town folks are in there. Like, they're all in, like, what are they called? Like benches, all lined up and, like, facing, like a stage, like, podium thing. And so you enter, yeah, and then the town mayor asks you to speak of what has transpired down south.
Shall I go? I guess, Duck?
You can start with it.
Okay. Estelle goes up calmly up there.
Mm-hmm.
And it slams on the table. Okay. Does anyone have any questions before I start? Because either ask your questions in the beginning or at the end. Because I have a lot to discuss.
So a guy's like, "Who are you?"
My name's Estelle, and I'm one of the people who's been hired by the Red Mage to deal with some current problems.
And
You're
then
meant to deliver.
Another guy's like, "Why are you here?"
We
are traveling through.
Thank you, Zach. You're traveling through, and we have
Do you know the Red Mage?
How do we know the Red Mage? We know him from some of our jobs we took it from him, including this one currently. I say we are perfectly just a professional relationship.
Are you an adventurer?
Technically, I guess you can say yes, but I'm more of a
yes.
I could say I sometimes more of a merchant sometimes.
Silver rank guild member. I am.
As soon as you say that, they all like, oh. So why have you called a meeting?
We are worried about this town's current safety, with events currently going on.
So as you say
including-
that, like the townsfolk are like, and looking at each other a bit worried. Continue.
As if any of you are aware, there has currently been some awakened bushes of some kind with some
Awakened bushes. What's that even mean? Like
basically
plants?
imagine giant plants would devour people.
We eat plants. We don't get devoured by them. I think you're.
And you eat animals, and animals eat you.
Yeah.
I literally pull up a minor illusion of the image with what I saw, what I've seen here.
So some of the townsfolk are like, "Ooh, do it again. Do something else." And then some of them are like,
we see right here. This is the image you see right here of the creature again. Obviously, it's not up to scale because it's not.
"What is it? Is it supposed to be a dragon?"
It's the bush thing I was showing.
It's a bush
Estelle
thing.
didn't realize it was. And Estelle didn't realize. Oh gosh, these people have never left this town, have they? Okay.
Is it a town? No.
Is it a dragon? It's not a dragon, is it? No, it's not a dragon. That's a bush. Can't you see? He did a bush. Why are you showing us a bush? What sort of a bush is it?
These bushes are not normal. They can move on their own and make it move on their own, and can grab people. He shows an image of a person.
Yeah.
One of the soldiers he saw.
Yeah.
And grab them himself and consume them. And he shows an image of one of them getting consumed.
So a few of the townsfolk like, oh my god, what? Why are you showing us such horrible things? Oh my god. And then some of them like, oh, what? That's what our soldiers are for. Have you told the soldiers?
Yes.
I assume they are in the meeting as well.
Yeah.
Well, there is a representative. Yeah, there's some soldiers in there, yeah. But most are out still on their patrols. You see an official-looking soldier type stood with the mayor up at the front, just listening to the meeting go on. The mayor and this official-looking soldier guy are literally just watching you explain what the meeting is about.
My concern is that a garrison was attacked nearby around here, which means they've reached which means they're close to your town now.
So that kind of sends a wave of panic through the townsfolk. They're like, oh my god, what do you mean? Are we getting attacked? Are we under attack? And then the mayor's like, shush, shush. Be quiet, you simpletons. Let him finish. Please, continue. But can you please not panic, everybody?
Okay, I'll try. I'm not used to people like this. I'm used to adventurers taking my goods. Maybe I should simplify this. So basically, what we're here for is if anyone wants to leave to avoid this threat, to go up to the towns.
Mm-hmm. They're still looking confused and a bit scared.
Towns, or want to stay here. As this town has currently not been attacked yet, we are we are concerned about some people's safety. So we're here to see if anyone wants to leave with this new threat possibly appearing. Not to say it will happen, but we should be taking it a little seriously.
So, what he means is that those of you who can't defend themselves, who are the old or the young, or the sick, could leave for a while till this thing is over or under control.
You heard them. Any of you want to leave with these adventurers? Raise your hands. And nobody really raises their hands. They all just look a bit scared. And then they kind of all look to this official-looking soldier guy. And he's like, don't worry, folks. We'll look after you.
And I would turn to him. So, as somebody who has fought many fights, I would recommend you that you try to build maybe a bit barricades or something like that.
Well, we've got our defenses down the road. You came from the south, didn't you?
Yeah, and they were under attack.
Well, we've got troops there. If there was trouble, they would send for us.
And we were told that you should send somebody there to help
Okay.
them a bit.
Well, we'll send. In fact, I'll go and inspect it after this meeting and see what all this is all about.
Good.
Estelle's like, usually that goes better. Usually I'm.
All right, folks. That's the meeting. Any other issues? Any other things to bring up in the meeting? And they're like, do we have to leave? Do we have to leave our home? I don't want to leave. But what about the crops? I got chickens, you know. Are we going to bring our chickens?
Okay. So, what I would recommend you, stay here, but try to protect this village a bit more. But
what are we protecting it from? Plants?
Plant creatures. Awakened plant creatures.
Okay, and how are we supposed to do that? Pull them up by the roots?
Have maybe improvised spears ready. Have
Fire.
I've always got my spear ready. And he one of the farmers shows you his pitchfork.
Like to do long range with fire.
That's hard for somebody who can't do magic, Estelle.
Not magic, like flame-tipped arrows, or...
I doubt that most
We've got
of them
torches. We got torches. Does that help?
Yeah. That should work.
Okay, so pitchforks and torches.
You have some competent soldiers here. Ask them how you can fortify this village a bit.
And the official-looking soldier, we have fortified it, the south. And when you head up north, you'll see the fortifications up that way.
Okay. Thing is, make yourself a harder target.
What I'm saying, what I think that Dak is saying is maybe build a wall around the town. Like, not of, something extreme, of course, but...
Build a wall around town. We've got fortifications down to the south and to the north.
Yep.
You don't need a wall. And you said that these are plant creatures. What good would a wall do?
At least keep them away a bit.
But I'll certainly go and check the southern defenses anyway.
It's just try to have something ready if they come.
We'll
I don't know if
Thank you for your
Yeah.
concern and your words. We will certainly look into this situation. Any other worries in the meeting? Anything else? And there's a bit of murmurs, but nobody else speaks up. And it's like, okay, well, that's adjourned. Go back home, everybody. So that's the end of the meeting. And the official-looking soldier is like, right, I'll go south and see what's it all of us is about. So as you leave the town hall, like he goes off down south,
Great.
leaving you guys out near the well. Yeah. So
Estelle's like this. I don't know if that went well or it just went poorly.
these people don't want to leave. You have seen it.
Yeah.
They've never got away from you.
They've never gone away from here. Also, I'm not the most persuasive person. I know this for a fact as my younger. I kind of can be a little blunt.
The thing is, you can tell them that what to do if this emergency comes. That's what I say.
Out of character, I'd be yelling like, if you get an evacuation plan, Estelle wouldn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this was delightful. And the entire reason why I didn't want to want to take over the talking myself. Aside from my Sunny legitimately being fed up with everything, saying, okay, fuck it.
Yep. So
I need to calm down first.
So you guys have gone back to the homestead, and
Yep.
So what has Sunny been up to whilst they've been at the meeting?
Probably an early rest.
Mm-hmm. Are you resting down at the table or up in your bed?
I will claim a bed.
Yeah, is that there's like what would it be like 1, 2, 3, 8 bunk beds in there, so you can have a top bunk or a bottom bunk, up to you.
Top bunk for the win.
Cool. So you're up at the top. Are you asleep or are you just...
Actually, hang on. I've got hooves. Bottom bunk.
I mean, yeah.
Actually, yeah. Well, I'm part god.
Mm-hmm.
They climb.
They do. They climb mountains, my friend.
Indeed.
You hop up on a sideways on a.
Well, technically, I can hop up quite high. It's just the problem is how low is the ceiling. I don't want to be stuck by my horns in the end.
Well, it's a thatched roof, isn't it? So yeah. But yeah. I mean, are you
bottom bunk?
So yeah. So the guys come back.
Estelle says,
constitute a short rest for now.
Oh, so the eating the pie, having a drink, and the meat. Yeah, so by far this is well a long rest. Yeah, you get so.
Wait, a long rest?
Short rest, yes, but then I'm going to give you a long rest anyway.
Okay.
Because you're staying here for the night.
Estelle says before anything.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I was going over last night, earlier before anything else, is some of my tattoos can take spells, one-time use spells, as I mentioned before. I have a few of them not taking any spells yet, and all we need to do is put a 1 magic charge into them, and we can use them once.
Are you talking to Tuck?
Yep,
or
Tuck.
Are you... Okay, fair enough.
Right now, I have a few cantrip ones, which will only be useful for basically people who want to use others' cantrips. but I have 3 first level ones. So if cure wounds and such, we can put those into there.
I can give you a healing word.
So as you come
That
back in,
would be used.
the lady asks, like, how did the meeting go? And your friend's already gone to bed.
The meeting went fine. Meeting went as well as Sunny expected.
How do you mean? Did you tell them what was going on?
Yes, we did.
Well, I'm going to clean up and then head to bed. Please make yourselves comfortable. You've got bunks upstairs, and yeah, I'll see you in the morning. So yeah, she's carrying on cleaning up the kitchen.
As Estelle goes up, he tells Stack what exactly he means. So any first level spell you can just use without casting a spell slot for later. Kind of like a spell scroll. But you don't have to know magic to use it.
Thing is, can I? How can you create one with my spells?
Oh, that's simple. You see, when my tattoo is uncharged or unfilled, it doesn't have any spell in it. Once you put a spell into it, like imagine I put a shield spell. I focus my magic and focus on casting shields, and I put it into the tattoo. It absorbs it, and then you put the tattoo on you, and you can cast it once before it just fades away, like a regular spell.
Okay, yeah, we could use that.
Problem is, it takes me a little bit to make them, and I can't. But I had a few in my inventory before I even began this mission. As I was planning before all this I was planning on going as soon as I finish this mission, get a few extra money, and working on selling all of my tattoos I currently have on me. That was my original plan.
Cool. So you guys are up in the loft, having this chat. Yeah, and we can wrap up there for now.
Maybe take a long rest.
Yes, you will.
Yay! So nothing happens that night, I assume.
No. It all seems rather peaceful. You get a decent night's sleep.
Oh, thank gosh! I was worried the town was going to get attacked or something.
Bells! Level up? Nah.
What level are you now? 5?
7.
7? Yeah, no, you don't need any more levels right now.
Yeah, I know. I was just going for the meme. Do we level up? Do we level up?
No, you just get a decent night's sleep.
Yep.
Yep.
So good.
Cool. So you guys yeah, good job. You made it to the
But yeah, by the way, Gabe, you did like minor illusion, right?
Yeah.
Sunny would have made a major image of the things.
I did minor illusion like of the thing.
Yeah.
Just show them, not terrify them. But it didn't work.
Sunny would have made a literal life-size version of the thing, like, this is what you're up against! Are you still? And he would literally have animated to eat like a soldier or something.
Terrified the shit out of him, yeah.
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 He would have absolutely gone off on these
Probably you sat there meeting out, didn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah. Cool. So that concludes the game. How's that? How's the pacing of that game? Was that better?
This was fantastic.
Good.
A good change
Estelle-
of pace with a lot of roleplay, which I like.
Yes. I figured I
Estelle-
gave you way too heavy on the combat and not so much on the roleplay. So I figure we'll put some roleplay in.
What I wanted, I can't wait to go to next session and just like say like, okay, we have 3 cantrips and 3 level 1s.
Well, you've got a caravan coming down the mountain as well, so that'd be fun.
Yep, I'm gonna sell things.
And you're almost
Hey, Sonny.
there, so that's good.
Sonny, since you don't need the diamond anymore, can I sell it?
Sure. I mean, here's the thing. A diamond is still a very powerful reagent for many spells. Perhaps it is, while not necessarily something that is necessarily tied to a character, it might still be something that influences the spell in a positive way.
Well, bear in mind you still got the loot from the dwarven dungeon that you were in. You know.
Yeah.
So,
I've been waiting to sell those things for a while.
so you've still got all of that loot still. So yeah, it'd be interesting when you take it to the caravan. Yeah? But
I got a box.
yes. Yes. So any final thoughts on the game? How it went? Is everyone happy?
Yep.
I liked it.
Good.
I should have mentioned something I forgot to Estelle was going to mention. Or we could sell the tattoos
Have I?
if you wanted.
Yeah.
Did I play the lazy town vibe right?
I assume that it's bigger than what is shown.
No, this is it. This is
This is not a town. This is a farm.
Oh, it's a town, isn't it? But
Village.
it's literally like the foothills. This is literally the name of the place. So yeah. So
Fair enough.
Yeah.
This is still tiny as fuck.
Well, it doesn't even have.
And
well,
that's one of the reasons why Sonny is worried, because he knows that if these things come by this place, these people will not stand a chance.
well, this is why they were like, well, we've already got defenses. What are you talking about?
Yep.
But yeah, this is literally a waypoint, obviously. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. That wraps up the stream. So thank you everybody for watching, and we'll catch you all next time. Yeah, stream ending. There we go. Yeah. See you all next time.
See ya.
Thank you for watching. And please comment, like, and subscribe. I enjoy reading through the comments. Until we see you next time. 3, 2, 1, and we're out.